Okay, alright, Deck Tech. I'm in the mood for some Obosh 8 Relic. Why 8 Relic? Well, it's mostly just that I want to make a small update, and I already addressed this in my What Am I Playing Now video. So yeah, in case you're all wondering, I think this is going to go up relatively soon because people want me to get to the post ban Luris ban meta. I don't actually have that much content that I actually already have voiceovers for. So I thought, maybe I'll just kick it off with recording a quick league, hopefully quick league with live commentary. And to do that, I want to do Obosh 8 Relic, and the reason why is because Obosh 8 Relic, I think needs to be updated in the post-Luris meta. The version that I had shown in the What Am I Playing Now video that actually had all 8 relics in the main, that was definitely kind of a symptom of just how nuts Luris was kind of morphing the meta, which maybe make it that what you will. I don't actually think Luris was so oppressive, but it was doing funky things to the meta, so I guess I can kind of understand. But personally, I always find Yorion more egregious, but it's more the decks that Yorion goes in, not so much Yorion itself, and it's mostly because of those freaking what do you call those things? Abundant growths that basically make Blood Moon obsolete. That's what really is. It's actually not Yorion or anything like that. It's really abundant growth. They should ban abundant growth. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So basically, if you watch the video, then you know what the deal is here. So I recommend. Maybe I'll link it in the description. I'm not sure, but I definitely recommend checking out the What Am I Playing Now video because I do go over this deck, but the changes to this deck are basically that I have swapped the lanterns and the flame slash. The flame slash was in the sideboard in the one I had in my What Am I Playing Now video, and the lanterns were in the main. I swapped them. Now the flame slash is in the main and the lanterns are in the sideboard. And that's because I don't think the meta necessarily demands like an insane amount of main deck graveyard hate, even though we can accommodate it because these do cycle and whatnot, but still it's just not really necessary, and they can be a little clunky if you draw too many because you just spend a lot of time just spinning your wheels instead of actually doing anything. That being said, I still think there is merit to potentially playing 8 relics between the main deck and the sideboard, so I'm still calling it sideboard. I don't want to call it sideboard in the sideboard because that's why I'm calling it 8 relic. Still, there still is a lot of Croxas. There still is a lot of, Dredge, not so much Dredge, but, Temur Living End. There's still just a lot of this and that, Tarmogoyf. There's still just a lot of incidental cards that get hosed by these relic type effects. And this is where we get to max out, at least between the main deck and the sideboard. Oh, and also I reduced the Horizon Land count from 4 to 2. Just found that, I just wasn't cracking these all that often, and just a lot of times I was taking a lot of damage if I had multiples. This will hopefully make it so that we usually don't see more than one each game. I think we could afford to. We don't play these in any other version, and I think we could afford to play them in this version because this version is not necessarily a true aggro deck in terms of its curve. It does have an Obosh-ish curve, but the curve is way lower to the ground than the other Obosh decks. We're not playing something like, Chandra Dress to Kill or Fable or any of these other 3 mana options. Instead we're playing Flame Slash in the main, so that definitely lowers the curve in terms of how much mana cost these cards costs. And yeah, anyway, not sure what else to say. Just I think let's see how it goes. See if we can do better than a 3-2. So I have here marked here what my best result so far with the deck has been, and the hope is that I'm gonna have T's next to everything, meaning trophies at some point. Trophy with all of the different decks I have. That would be very nice. But for the time being, the best I've done with 8 relic with this particular version is 3-2. I do have PT here because basically the version with actually 8 relics, in the main actually did get a trophy, but that was back in the Luris meta. So. All right, let's see how it goes, and let's get to the games. Hope you all enjoy, and see you all there. Alrighty, let's keep this hand we're on the play. Always good to lead on the CZ Pyro. I mean, to lead on Ragavan, especially turn 2 is where. it gets exposed to Ren and 6. Of course, this does expose it to Prismatic Ending, but the upside of being able to play turn 2 Seasoned Pyromancer seems a little too high here to pass up. So, oh, looks like it's Temur Living End. And see, this is one of the considerations to just playing main deck Flame Slash. Like, you'd think with like 8 main deck Graveyard Hate effects, would be guaranteed to have one, but it could still just be kind of like a, you never know. The good news is I think they have to take March, but the bad news is like we kind of want them to take Seasoned Pyromancer, and they probably won't because Seasoned Pyromancer will come back, which doesn't mean we win the game or anything, but what that does sometimes is that it delays when they live again, because the last thing they want to do is live again and have us be able to still win through it. So I'm particularly going to take March of Reckless Joy, but they might take Seasoned Pyromancer. It's going to be a choice for them. Yeah, I would do that if I were them. Okay. Let's see. Now, hopefully we draw like a Fury or something, we can discard it after playing Seasoned Pyromancer. That would be, yeah. Can't have them all, right? Can't have all of them every single time, can ya? This might help us draw into something good. I guess we will play this. Could have played Blast Zone, but I don't see Blast Zone really doing anything realistically. Okay. I guess I'll keep the Sunbaked Canyon. Discard the 2 things they know about. Wish I could have discarded that because there's not much use to having another Ragavan in the hand, I mean. Okie dokie. Yeah, if they go on curve, it's not going to be too good for us, but you know, the problem is if they've got Force Negation too, it can be kind of a problem. But the good news is we got a pretty good plan. Games 2 and 3. Okay. Alright, well. Actually, we can use this to Lightning Bolt our own Seasoned Pyromancer. Could be something to consider. Colossal Sky Turtle. Okay. Cool story, bro, I guess. Yeah, that Colossal Sky Turtle makes it unlikely we're going to win any exchanges anytime soon. That's kind of another issue here. I guess I'll play this, but man, it's going to suck, but I could easily see this turning into our demise. So we kind of have to hope they miss, like a land drop or something next turn, because this ain't looking good. Oh, they did. It does look like they're missing a land drop. I hate this thing. I wish they weren't playing this one. There's just kind of no getting around that one. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. Okay. Man, I really want that Relic of Progenitus. That's not it. Yeah, I wish I could play that, but it costs 2 blue. It's not really going to do much anyway, I don't think. Alright, so I may just bolt face, actually, because realistically, even if I hit the Seasoned Pyromancer, that doesn't, unless the plan is to draw 2 bolts off of it, I don't think that's really going to, yeah, I don't know. Should I fire off Volt? Yeah, I guess I will. I mean, realistically, they might force negation, but actually, I don't think they can force negation, so, you know, if they do, I think they kind of just die. So I think they just have to hope that we don't have another Bolt, which we don't. So it's good news for them. So it came closer than it seemed like at first glance, but I think we're going to have to take the L on this one. So if they go end of turn, you know. Okay. I'm not sure what this really does for them. Oh, I see. It rearranges our draws. Well, let's hope we got 3 lightning bolts on top. Man, Architects of Will are annoying. Is there any way I can avoid dying? Maybe. I kind of doubt it, but maybe. We're tanking 17 damage in the air. And then even if we block these 2, we still got 3 coming. 3 coming there, so we're tanking a guaranteed 20, so I don't think there's anything we can do. It's, it's closer than I might seem at first glance. Just could not draw that. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. This is what I want to bring in. I don't know if I'm going to have room to bring in all the hate cards I want to bring in. Flame Slash is okay, but it's kind of not where we want to be in this particular game. Bone Crushers can also be good, but it's mostly just for dumping with Seasoned Pyromancer, and I have to imagine we got better things going on this time. Yeah, I guess we have to take away Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt can be a good way to like bolt our own Seasoned Pyromancer or something, but like I have to leave Fury in because sometimes Fury is just a great way. Like honestly, just throwing Fury into the graveyard without even having a target is actually a fairly pivotal part of our game plan. Actually, just to buy us an extra turn where we might be able to draw like a relic or lantern or whatever you want to call it. Just didn't happen to have it that turn. But think about that last game. Well, actually, that last game, them just not drawing a 3rd land on curve delayed them. But just throwing a Fury in the graveyard in a lot of games can have a very similar effect on the game than them just missing their land drop naturally. Which is to say, it can have a profound effect on the game because we would have been nowhere near as close that game if they hadn't slowed down a turn. And the reason why they have to slow down a turn a lot of times if we throw a Fury in the graveyard is that unless they just throw like a bunch of Street Wraiths in the graveyard, a lot of times they can throw the Balance of Power out where like 1 Fury can potentially hold. Man, this would be great if I wasn't so strapped for mana here. That's the problem. This can just be oh my god. I don't think this is gonna go well, folks. I think I got a mulligan, which sucks because watch. You know what? This hand is a little more balanced, and I'm gonna trust in the heart. I'm gonna trust in its heart, the heart of the cards, as it were. Now, this is not always a correct maneuver to do, but I think I'm gonna lead on Ragavan, and the reason being, see, the problem is I don't want to expose the Lantern to grief. Oh, okay. Well, they might have the best of both worlds. I was going to say, I don't want to expose the Lantern to grief. Put this on the bottom. But, but the theory is if I had that on the table, then I could threaten turn 2 Magus, or, even if they take the Lantern. But unfortunately, if they grief my Lantern, I don't know what I can do. That is one less subtlety they can use for Magus, but if they've got enough of the fetches they need, well, that's not a fetch they need. Okay, and that's not a grief. Should I lead on Relic or should I lead on Lantern? I am going to lead on Relic, and the reason why is because I'm pretty sure I can get some good digging done, some good dig dogger, diggity dog. Plus, if they force a negation at, like, it's better if they force negation this, because then I can Lantern, like, the subtlety. Whereas if they force a negation this, then the Lantern won't actually hit anything. Okay. I am going to wait till next turn to play the Lantern. No, yeah, because if they play their patented, these are, like, micro decisions right here. Like, you could definitely make an argument for a number of different ones. But like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold up in case they have Foundation Breaker. I might just go for Gem and Magus, or I might just crack the Relic in a turn, try to play Magus. Maybe it's a little bit of a risky maneuver if they have another subtlety, so I guess maybe I won't go for it, because I kind of don't need to, right? I kind of don't need to, especially when I've got another Magus right here. The consideration to not playing Lantern here is that they could play what's it called? Force of Vigor. That could have been a consideration of playing Magus of the Moon, but the problem is if they had another subtlety, then yeah, I don't know. In theory, they could have Dismember too. I don't know if I even wanted to show how this much graveyard tank, but I guess we'll see. Force of Vigor definitely sucks. Because if they force a Vigor, dump a Waker of Waves in the battlefield, it's going to be kind of bad news for us. Well, if they're dumping this first, you know what? I can use another land, right? Or should I just discard? I'm going to actually just get another land. I think there's something to be said about just getting another land. I don't know, though, because on the other hand, yeah, I don't know. If I draw like another Relic or something, I can play both it and Magus with relative impunity. Yeah, see, I don't want them to, didn't want them to have that. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'll play this because I really don't have much better to do. But this could lead to problems if they got another Berseju. So maybe I should have played that on turn 3. Not gonna lie. It's possible that mistakes were made. Island is, I don't think, the optimal choice, but I assume they know what they're doing. I mean, it's not the optimal choice in the abstract, but I assume this is not the abstract. Oh, they're gonna bounce it with the whatever you call it. Yeah, okay. Well, at least that's exposed to Relic of Progenitus. Hopefully they're not playing like Crosand Grip or something. Kill my Relic without me being able to respond. That would suck. Okay. I'm gonna play Basic Forest. That would kind of suck. Okay. I guess I have to crack this, don't I? Because this is gonna kind of be a problem, I think. So, just, I guess boom. Alright, I mean, I can deal with one subtlety. Hopefully, that's it. But they did have another subtlety, though, actually. I don't know when they drew that, but that could have ended a disaster if I went through Mages. So the thing about Living End, it's actually a pretty cool deck, because you just don't know exactly what you're going to be up against. It could be a number of different things. Part of me wants to Reckless Join in a turn, but I think better for me to just... I think I'll just start off with this. Yeah, I don't think I need 2 Ragavans. Fury's a good one, but I think we can wait until next turn for that. I tinks. I could pitch the Ragavan, but yeah, actually, if they had a green instead of a blue, I might have to have that in the graveyard, but There's definitely something to be said about having a 3/3 double strike. At least I think. You know, I could be wrong. But yeah, like these don't exactly dominate the battlefield by themselves either. If I'm going to hit the subtlety, I'll probably just offer the trade with the Ragavan because I can have the one in my hand. I guess we'll see. Yep, I'll take. Well, no, I'll just might as well. Nah, that was a mistake. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a mistake that cost me. I hope not. But it's a mistake nonetheless. Alrighty. Yeah, because I could have got a free hit with Ragavan, but at the same time, I kind of wanted the trade, if you know what I mean. Normally, I don't recommend this, but just the risk of me accidentally clicking through my second main phase, I feel like outweighs whatever the odds of, like, you know, the mystery of keeping that in my hand. So let's see, if they rip a forest, it's not exactly the most intimidating lineup there, but we do only have a Ragavan to bring back ourselves, but then we have Obosh waiting in the wings. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, we'll see if we can pull this one off. I mean, this has got to be one of our versions with the best Temur living in matchup because of the 8 relics, but on the other hand, Relic is not nearly as good as Lantern. Lantern of the Lost is not nearly as good as Lantern of, Soul Guide Lantern, because Soul Guide Lantern wipes their graveyard while keeping ours intact, which is way better because it makes it so that they effectively kind of can't living end for a long time after the first one, because then all the stuff in our graveyard just kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but on the other hand, I do honestly think Lantern of the Lost is better as long as we don't have any graveyard things ourselves in most matchups, and needless to say, even though it's not as good as Soul God Lantern, it is still pretty good in this matchup. It's not like, it won't like win the game by itself, but it is pretty good. I mean, let's not overestimate it, but it's pretty good. I don't know what else to say. Somehow with only 2 Horizon lands, it feels like I always draw them, but that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing depending on the matchup. But yeah, so I just wasn't sure about playing 4 of these because it felt like sometimes when I drew 3 of them, it was just ugh. If I draw 3 Bugbears, no problem. If I draw 3 of these, it's like ugh. I mean, feels like I draw 2 more than you'd think I would with only 2 in the deck, but drawing just 2 is not as big of a deal. Dang it, man, no. This hand sucks. 24 lands, I don't know. I don't know what it is with the... I don't know what it is. Definitely do not keep. No siree, Bob. That's more like it. I think we can ditch the pillage. I think Tinks. Yeah, I definitely Tinks. I mean, the pillage could turn out to be even more important, but I like these relics because, I don't know. I don't know. I think pillage is the most. So question is to lead on Ragavan or to lead on a Lantern. I think leading on Ragavan because as long as they don't have turn 1 subtlety and curve out into their stuff and have force negation, which they can. I mean, I got to tell myself they can so I don't get salty if it happens, because if I had a nickel for every time I told myself, well, they just have to not have this and not have that. But I am going to play it though, because it does put me, I think, in a pretty good position to, put more pressure on. Plus, I could play Magus next turn maybe, or I could play Double Relic. This could be a giant mistake. I don't know. Really could. Really could. Okay. Plus it dodges Foundation Breaker, which is kind of a big deal, I think. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I can go for Magus because I think I just lose on the spot if they play Subtlety. Okay, that thingy. All right. I guess we're relicking, right? I guess we're relicking. Do I play Ragavan? Because at the end of the day, I think the only way I get truly punished is if they... Nah, I just don't want to be greedy. I just don't want to be greedy. I mean, maybe I should have just played Ragavan. I don't know. But I don't want to be greedy. I'm going to imagine they're going to play Foundation Breaker. and they saw like a gazillion relics, or maybe not. Let's see here. And now they might cycle like a million things though. I have a little partial. They might play Force Negation. Okay, so I have a little bit of protection against this, and that is, it's called Fury. It's just a little bit of a. This is a little bit of a protection. 90. So the big issue, of course, is they cycle a whole bunch of stuff. Force of Vigor. You know, the Force of Vigor, cycle a bunch of stuff, then bam, they got me. This makes me think maybe I should have played Relic. I should have played Magus last turn. I mean, I should have played Relic. I mean, Ragavan. It's the worst they could have done. Realistically, not a lot. Yeah, I should have played Ragavan, I was thinking. Thought for sure they'd have Foundation Breaker. I don't even know if they play it anymore, because they can Force of Vigor. Okay, you got it. It's not really, as I think, as terrible for me as they think it is. Famous last words. Alrighty. I really got to land this Magus so that I have a little something else going on than just something that loses on the spot to Force of Vigor. This should already be in play though. Although on the other hand, I guess I next leveled them. They would. Oh, excuse me, my bird's chirping. Yeah, because they would have just dead goned it. I guess in a way a misplay ended up actually working to our advantage. Something to keep in mind. You know, if you ever feel too bad about the way something's working out, you know, just do it like that. Could play 2 of these because that way, if they okay. So I've got, yeah, I do have 2 options. I could play 2 of these because that's one way I could play around Force of Vigor if I just overload. But I think I want to do this while I can. And here's what I'm going to do. Okay, folks, I'm actually going to play because I don't want to put myself in a position where Force of Vigor hits the treasure token, if you know what I mean. You know, that could have been too cute, but like, it probably is realistically. Yeah, it definitely is. That was definitely too cute. But I win anyway. All right, cool stuff. But yeah, I overthought that. I really did. I overthought that. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah, that only comes up like if I have like 2 lanterns and 1 treasure token. But even then, they just hit the lanterns. So one of my, yeah, I don't know. There was something where that came up, and I tried to just didn't think about that enough. All right, just go. Okay, match 2. Man, Living End is a scary deck. Just think about like how much we were worried about. There was like always a lot of potential for things to go wrong at all moments, even with a ridiculous amount of hate. So, Invigorating Hot Spring Saru. I like that avatar. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll play this. I mean, yeah, it doesn't play around Ragavan, but, you know, unless they're blue, I'm not as worried about 1 Ragavan hit. I'm a little bit worried if they're playing like Isn't Murktide or something with blue, because then if they get 1 hit, they can use the extra mana to back it up with counter magic, which I very much don't like. So probably should have done that on my turn in case they had Cling to Dust or something. I don't know. And it is what it is. I'll probably take Bloodbin if I were them. But then, yeah. Alright. Okay, not bad, I don't think. Okay. Fetch lands just result in way too much stuff being in the graveyard at all times. That's one thing I don't like about them, but it is what it is. I'm complaining. I'm not complaining, but I'm complaining. I don't know what I'm complaining about exactly. I use fetch lands too sometimes, but it just feels like it just turbocharges the graveyard a little bit too freely. Not too much downside, but you know, hey, who am I to judge, right? Got the same swamp Kamigawa art that I picked up. I could pick up some of the other ones, but it's a Saga-Van. So I took the Blood Moon, which is not nice. Okay, so just get rid of the Flame Slash. I don't like doing this, but I'm thinking about just cracking the Relic here. So I gotta draw into something. We're in a little bit of a critical zone here. Okay, that's not a bad one. Okay, so we've actually got some options here. I think the one I like the best is just play Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's just get rid of Ragavan. Because this costs 0 mana. Plus we get to get a Seasoned Pyromancer down. I think this is called two Lightning Bolts is a little bit brutal. Drew another Fury though, that's definitely not bad. Okay. I guess it's slightly better to discard, to exile the Ragavan in case they've got Scavenging Ooze. Alrighty, let's see. What are my options? Let's not forget we got Obosh as an option. Let me see here. Oops, excuse me. I gotta think. I definitely want to play that. I'll tell you that much for sure. I don't honestly see much downside to Flame Slashing. Maybe I'm probably just missing the obvious, but I just don't see that much of a downside. And I guess I will attack. I can only produce 1 token. I really don't want to get hit by Ragavan, so I guess I'll keep 1 elemental back for that reason alone. If I'm not missing something. Okay. Alrighty. Fortunately, they're both going to be 3/3s. Could have been a reason to take Flame Slash, actually, is I could hit the token and the Ragavan instead of, so the Flame Slash might have just been dead weight. Nah, yeah, but I can just Fury the one with the Shadow Spear on it, which I guess I couldn't have otherwise, so yeah, I guess it all works out. Oh, plus, okay, I was going to say maybe I play around Inquisition at Kozilek. Yeah, I could block, but I think it's just, I get more advantage to just hold back. How greedy do I want to be? Oh man, this really pushed me to the test. I think I just gotta make something happen enough such that I just have to pitch the Obosh, which sucks, but I think it's what I gotta do. I do think it's what I gotta do. But I wish I would draw mana for sure. Let's just do this. Keep our game going here. Bam. Okay, that could be good. Just keep a little bit of pressure on by little. If I can land the Blood Moon, maybe that'll be a good thing. We shall see. We shall see. Tarmogoyf, it's a good one for them. Ragavan, it's also a good one for them. I might try to blow the Blast Zone before I, because also I might want to try to charge it up for the Tarmogoyf, so there's that too. Either way, I think taking a breather, holding back for a second is probably where we want to be. Yeah. Let's just hold back. I could play March of Reckless Joy, but I don't want to put myself under too much pressure to have to cast all that stuff all at once. Plus, being an instant's got to count for something, so I can be a little reactive here. Okay, it's fine. I think I'm going to use the Blast Zone on one. Let's see here. Alrighty. Alrighty. That's also a good one. I'm not going to. Should I just play Blood Moon to prevent more Tarmogoyfs from landing? And I'm going to say probably. No, Relic's just too valuable. Yeah, Relic's just too valuable. Sploosh. I could play March of Reckless Joy, but I don't really want to pitch either of these cards. So that's what it is. Let's see here. Let's see. I misplay this. Definitely could be bad, so I don't think they're going to attack. Yeah. And I definitely wanted to block with the token slightly better, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to drop the Blood Moon while I can. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and then next turn maybe I can go for the Bone Crusher maneuver. But I kind of like out mid-ranging them as such. Can be good. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. La 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 la. Yeah, I'm gonna do the token block maneuver. I'm probably just gonna kill the Seasoned Pyromancer in response. So maybe it's gonna be the same thing. So. Yep. Da, da, da. And the way you do this is you hold control and then use the Relic's abilities, and you can respond to your own ability. Just do the whole maneuvers, just hold control the whole time. You should be good if you're doing this on. Okay, that's what it is. Alrighty. Alrighty. I guess that is what it is as well. You know what? I could have played around that, but I don't want to. I could have sort of played around it by pitching the other thing, March of Reckless Joy. But keeping either one of these seems pretty good to me. Okay. All right. So just hold control, target. You tap, and then respond to your own ability. And then bam. And then this will hopefully exile the Tarmogoyf. This is good for if they have some type of recursion or just more Tarmogoyfs or whatever. It's not much downside, in my humble opinion. Okay, this is pretty good stuff, I think. Get some options for like how we can approach this. Let's just do this now. Now let's be reactive. I don't think they can put an artifact land instantly into play. Famous last words. I mean, you know, being able to be reactive has got to count for something, right? Maybe they make a good attack. I don't know. That's fine. Not drawing a green source, which works for me. I guess I'll just block. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me. You know, I could start stomping, but like, yeah, I'll start stomping. I don't necessarily want to stomp an elemental. I think it's a little bit of a waste. It's a little annoying, because I do want to hold up more stomps. I'll just do this though. Let me get on board with this thing. Maybe I should have just marched it in a turn. Because they lightning bolt this is a little annoying, but I kind of doubt that's going to lead to us losing this. But you know, famous last words. You don't want to get overconfident, right? And they're chaining Season Pyromancers together. That's a good start for them, that's for sure. Okay, that's not a lightning bolt, not yet at least. And they did get rid of our Season Pyromancer, so maybe I should have just stomped that. I probably should have. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Let me see here. I'm going to go on the offensive. I don't want to live in fear the whole time. Alright, let's do this. Let's play another one. I could definitely pump out a lot of tokens, but our 4/3s are pretty good value. Okay, it was only a matter of time. Oh, Ragavan. Oh, Ragavan. La, 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 la. Hopefully they don't hit our Season Pyromancer. Oh, Ragavan. Okay, I felt it. I felt it, and usually when I feel it, that's a bad sign. But thankfully it was not to be. I guess we're just going to stomp one of these and play the other one. So, how it goes here. Yeah, nice try. Or we will just let it go. Stomping Ragavan seems maybe a little better. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by Ragavan again, that's for sure. Let's go 3, I guess. We could play the mountain next turn if need be. Like, we're either gonna utilize the Flame Slash somehow, or we're just gonna play the land. But they didn't rip a yeah, so we held up Stomp. Yep. Oh, wait a minute, I should have just lightning bolted. I'm slow rolling. I'm not even intending to. Yeah, sorry about this, folks. I guess if they've got Cling to Dust, I guess this is better, sort of. Let's not continue to slow roll, man. Why? Why we do that? That's just being really dumb. Yeah. I did not mean to slow roll. That was a mistake. Well, sort of. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. What was the most they could do about that lightning bolt? I should have just played Lightning Bolt, I guess. Like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Should have just played the Lightning Bolt as soon as I saw it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, there was an argument to be made that, you know, that we were kind of playing. Yeah, we were playing around Cling to Dust. I mean, see, this is the thing. This is why I don't like being accused of slow rolling, because now sometimes it does piss me off if my opponent really does slow roll me. Like if I'm tapped out, if I have like one card in hand, if I'm at like one life and they rip Lightning Bolt or something, because there's nothing I could play. As far as I'm aware, there is nothing that you can cast when you're tapped out when you have one card in hand, because you don't have enough to pitch. You don't have another card to pitch to a pitch card like Solitude or something, and you don't have enough life to play like Gut Shot or something, you know, or some kind of like Phyrexian mana spell. So like, granted that did happen to me once, but it doesn't happen. Like, there's really almost no true slow rolls, and maybe anyway. But like, it was kind of like frustrating when that did happen, because it's like, dude, there's nothing I could possibly play, just finish me off. But to be fair, I mean, we were definitely playing around a Cling to Dust there, because the Cling to Dust would have been a blowout. Think about it. We go face to them with the Lightning Bolt. They play around it by clinging to us. They survive. They Ragavan us. They reveal Seasoned Pyromancer. They're back in the game. They've got a graveyard to work with for more clinging. I don't know, man. Let's actually think about the game at hand, okay? Ragavan's a whole boatload of nothing in this matchup, because as you can see, it just instantly dies to removal, and rightfully so. In this particular matchup. Flame Slash. Good question. Good question. I'm gonna go with Flame Slash over Pillage. I mean, Pillage can be good for the complete lock, but I'd rather beat them without having to rely on cheesing them with a complete Blood Moon lock. We're still gonna lean on Blood Moon for anti-Urza Saga duty, but I don't know. Yeah, but you know what? Pillage is actually also extra anti-Urza Saga duty, so I don't know. We'll see. But I guess Flame Slash is sort of anti-Saga, you know. I mean, it's not nearly as good as Pillage, but it also is cheaper, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, folks. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm going to play turn 1 Relic. Same reason as last time. I don't think it's the end of the world if they... Okay, la 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 la. No. I wonder what they're waiting on. I'm gonna just insta crack Relic, because I just don't. So then I can just kind of just yield without guilt from this point on. Yeah. To quote the wise one, yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, nothing they can do with that just yet. But nothing much I can do either, for what it's worth. Play the Spikefield, I will. Because I could play the Sokenzan as a channel. I guess I'll just do this. La 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 la. La 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 la. Da 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. I hope they don't draw another land. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Dang it, they can utilize Ren. Guess it was only a matter of time, right? Alright, now I may have to pitch Fury. Even then, I'm really not sure, to be honest. Let's just do this here. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched actual lands. Maybe it's okay, actually. I shouldn't have pitched an actual land, actually. I didn't really think about that until literally right now. Yeah, that could end up being a pivotal mistake here. Sorry, folks. Could easily turn out to be a pivotal mistake. Okay. Oh, Tarmogoyf. Oh, Tarmogoyf. Let's discard this. Tarmogoyf is still 2/3s. Dang it, man. Well, here's what we can do at least, okay? This was not my first choice by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be what we have to do. Boom, boom. And then, to be honest, I think I'm just juicing the blast zone at this point. I do want to soak up the damage, or do we? I would have definitely pinged one of these, but maybe that's just me. Okay. I'm not gonna fool around, but realistically, if they got like an Assassin's Trophy, then I guess good day, sir, or another Pith Needle. Yeah, they got an Assassin's Trophy. Otherwise, like, what are they doing with their life? Okay, well, fair enough, but this is a mini blowout with Blast Zone, and I do get tokens at least with that, so. I gotta do this now, I think. I don't know why I would wait. Should I just play this instead of discarding? Yeah, I will, just to be cheeky. Oh no. That was a good draw. Right, X equals 0, take that. How do you like them apples? Well, maybe if I rip a land. Pretty good. Good for the Bugbear beats. Oh yeah. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. Am I right? And we dealt with 3 out of their 4 Tarmogoyfs too. That's got to count for something, right? Okay. I can create a 2/2 token this turn. Might want to just create season pyro tokens. We'll see. But I could just go for it too. I mean, think about it. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, they'll trade with the token. Boo hoo. Could get the lily off. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna get the lily off either way. When I think about it, but whether they opt to trade with the token or not. So I like that. I would still opt to trade with the token. Yeah. I mean, opt to trade with the den. Yeah. I think that was worth it. No blood moons to help us deal with the sagas, but it is what it is. La 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 la. Okay, spell bomb. Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. So those tokens do matter. They're not frivolous. They are what we call a thing. Last time I go. Okay, Lily. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so it limits my Oboshing abilities, but let's just do this. Now that I think about it, I could have hit the blast zone. I don't know. I'm gonna get Urza Saga back. That's it's disappointing, obviously, but don't think that's the end of the world. But now I've got a choice to make here. I've got a choice to make here. Put this on 3. But I actually kind of think the Ren 6 might be the bigger deal. So I could go all out for Liliana. I'm just going to do this, and this could be a mistake, but I'm just going to do this. Okay. This both feels like a mistake and not a mistake. It's hard to explain. I'm just going to do this. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that is what it is. But the problem is they're just going to uptick. Take the card I drew. I could have had this card in my hand instead of in the grave. But, you know how it goes. I find that fascinating. Must have drawn another Lily. Alright. Yeah, I'm fine with them losing another life from the Vern Catacombs. That unfortunately doesn't do jack, but at the same time, it's just gonna get discarded by Liliana anyway. I gotta do this now. I could use some of my own Season Paramasters, right? Because I drew one of them. I could use more. How many did they draw? Well, I guess they didn't draw any yet, so I guess, to be fair. This is where having a pillage might not be half bad, although a blast zone actually wouldn't be half bad either. Let's see here. Liliana makes Obosh really hard to actually get online. Pithing Needle on Relic obviously kind of creates issues too. It's weird that I only drew one Blast Zone. Ah, they drew that last Tarmogoyf. Alrighty. Guess this. I will block right here. Yeah, it just seems like we just stalled out. We didn't really draw much. I mean, they're low enough on time that I guess I'll write it out. Maybe I should have put Obosh to hand. They just uptick. I kind of want them to use the ability. I guess that works. No Blood Moons, 22 cards deep. No Blood Moons. That's cool. That's cool. I guess technically I didn't see any Flame Slashes either, so I don't know how useful those would have been. But I think that did illustrate a point, which was even if the Flame Slashes were pillages, if we don't see the pillages, what's the point? But I don't know. I mean, Blood Moon is pretty good hate against Urza Saga, not gonna lie. We just actually have to see it. Okay, please don't undesignate. It looks like I designated it, right? The problem is it was so laggy that it was like, I clicked on it. There we go. Okay. I do think it's correct not to play Ragavan. It just really boggles my mind that they continue to play Ragavan after I make it very clear that I've got like all the removal. I don't know. Okay, come on, Lantern, come on, get out of here, get out here. I don't understand. Okay, so it's like there's just a little lagginess with the server nowadays. I don't know what to say about that. La 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 la. Ren and 6 is like really the main thing that won that game for them. You know, Ren and 6 forcing a tick down on Ragavan actually isn't that bad, because then it goes down to 2. You know, it's funny, people complain about Ragavan, and I don't blame them, but like if you think about it, Ren and 6 as a Planeswalker is kind of on the same power level for 2 mana. Maybe even more so, actually. But you gotta have the right deck. But if you got the right deck that could take advantage of what Ren offers, Ren and 6 it's kind of on a higher power level for 2 mana. It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Man, the longer they take to make the decision, the more likely that they time out. And it is kind of looking like they might time out. Especially as it does look like they probably just sided out the Ragavans like they should have. I don't know if they sided them back in, because at this point, I would probably side them back in, just because cheese and a victory is one of the only ways you probably win at this point. I don't know. Maybe they've got like a handful of Tarmogoyfs and they're realizing that it's just not going to happen in about 7 minutes. So, all right. So you know, I'm calling it right now, folks. I have a feeling that they might be in shock, because it's like, dang, man. And I know how that goes. So you can skip to the end, but I think I'll hang around. Yeah, I mean, Jund Saga-Van, they can cheese us sometimes, but I think decks like this are kind of our bread and butter, as far as like, you know, it's. I mean, I try not to take it personally, but it's kind of insulting when people think that decks like Grixis, Death Shadow, Jund Saga-Van, you name it, those, you know, so-called fair decks are like they have a good matchup with us, because, you know, unless you're fair, and I use fair in quotation marks, unless your fair deck is Omnath Control or Rhinos, and I don't know who would call Rhinos fair, but like, you know, but yeah, basically most of these quote-unquote like actually fair decks, yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, how did they think we won 13 trophies? And, you know, kind of one of them was with Prison, and some of them were burned, but like, you know, probably like at least 7 or 8 of them probably were from these mono-red Obosh or otherwise mid-range type strategies. It's kind of like, you know, how did I think we actually got all these trophies? I mean, I guarantee you it wasn't from playing Rhinos, like, you know, 5 times per league. I'll tell you that for sure. You know, hint, hint, it kind of was decks like Jund Saga-Van. A lot of times we get a lot of leagues like that, with a lot of Jund Saga-Van, a lot of Grixis Death Shadow. That's where those trophies come from for the most part. But yeah, because it's kind of like, yeah, and that's probably why I think some people assume that the Obosh mid-range-ish type decks aren't very good, is they probably don't understand that they kind of do have a good matchup against most of the fair decks in the meta, and they also have a decent matchup against a decent to even to, you know, they hold their own one way or the other, sometimes favorable, sometimes not, but they hold their own in a surprising number of even unfair matchups, mainly because of Blood Moon. And Blood Moon actually was kind of the secret to playing like a mono red mid-range type deck, you know, just going back to like the theory crafting to like how this was made possible. And it really was Blood Moon, because without Blood Moon, like, we don't really have disruption. Like, the opponent can just do whatever they want. It's just like they just go nuts. They just go blah. They go blah. Hard to explain, but like there's all kinds of nonsense combos and whatever other things you can think of. There's all kinds of things that they can throw at us. And the thing about mid-range decks is they have to be able to grind, but they also have to have some kind of disruption to kind of put a lid on the nonsense. Black obviously is discard, which is why you see discard all over the place in black decks. Blue obviously is counterspell, so that's why you see counterspells all over the place in blue decks. You know, and obviously our black mid-range deck plays a healthy dose of discard, and our blue mid-range deck plays a healthy dose of counterspells. And white is in a little bit of a tricky spot, because like red, they don't necessarily have a lot of true disruption, but they sort of do. They've got enough. White has to be a little more meta, because they've got like Draneth Magistrate that prevents stuff from being cast anywhere but from the hand. They got like Rest in Peace to super hose the graveyard. They got like stuff that makes you know, like you can't win the game and your opponents can't lose the game, like that new equipment thing from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I don't know. I don't even know if that's playable or not. I thought about playing it, but I'm like, I don't know. It just depends on the meta. You know, they've even got like Nevermore, like, you know, name a spell, the name spell can't be cast kind of thing. You know, got Ruined Halo. You know, you have protection from the chosen name. I mean, you know, like white actually does have ability to interact with a surprising amount of stuff with a lot of surprisingly unique effects. But the issue is doesn't necessarily have the kind of universal disruption like black and blue have with counter magic and discard. So I would say actually out of all the colors, white ironically is probably in the closest similarity to red. But in my opinion though, red's still kind of in its own category, because I can't think of any red card like Blood Moon that actually truly disrupts the opponent in red. If anybody's aware of something like that, I'd be happy to know about as a consideration for the deck. Or, you know, maybe if I ever branch out to Pioneer, and I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon, because it's just a lot to maintain just modern decks. But like, you know, but that's one of the big things that scares me about Pioneer is that, you know, I know that like there was stuff like Aether Reservoir. That might have been banned. I'm not sure. I don't know if Copy-Nath's still legal in the format. Oh no. Okay. All right, match 3. Hey, we're off to a good start. 2-0. The reason why I said oh no at the end was because man, for the first time I did not double check, like I did not put like a chat or something saying GLHF or something to make sure I wasn't the one disconnected. Dang it, man, it's Yorion. Fun's over. But anyway. And it turns out I disconnected. Like, I thought the opponent disconnected, and I did see the opponent disconnect, so I thought, well, okay, that's, you know, unfortunate for them, but I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear. But then I disconnected, and I'm like, oh no, did they come back? And then while they came back, I was disconnected, and I've already lost from timing out or something. But no, I think they probably timed out a while ago, and my computer just didn't tell me or something. I don't know, or they conceded a long time ago. My computer didn't tell me, so I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal with Yorion. Okay, folks. I'm not going to be clever. We can't actually outgrind them. We just play Bone Crusher here, and we just, you know, just go max speed here. This is one nice thing you can do with Bone Crusher, but anyway, I don't know if it'll work or not. My guess is it's probably not going to work, but the only way we beat Yorion Control is we race him. I don't even know if I'm going to, yeah. Let's see here. Dang it, man. going for Ren and 6 could be a mistake, because a lot of times, the thing is if they need Ren and 6 for mana, then obviously, yeah, I'm going to go for Ren and 6, but this could be a big mistake. At least this gives me an opportunity to see if I could have won with them at 4 life, which is maybe flawed thinking, but I don't know. Let's just put Obosh to hand, because why not? Alrighty. They got another land, though. They don't keep hands that rely on Ren and 6 for mana until they do. No, they don't. Alrighty. Okay. Of course, they return it to hand. That's fine. Is what it is. Alright. I'm just going to replay this. Oh, bird chirping. I don't know. I guess we're curving out to doing stuff, but I'm not necessarily so optimistic here. I shouldn't be a Debbie Downer, but I don't know. Hopefully they play Omnath and I can snipe it with Fury, and you know the drill. No, of course not. They play another Ren and 6. This is another reason maybe not to go for Ren and 6. Just play another one. But again, the test is to see. I guess we'll see if bringing them down to 8. Now, you know what? I'm just going to go face, and then I'm going to zap the Ren and 6 with Fury. Well, I'm going to try to. I can't do anything about that, because... Alright. God, this is what's so frustrating about this deck. Well, let's at least snipe the Ren and 6. Why even play Ren and 6, though, if you just don't need the land at all? Like, they always seem to have enough land even without Ren and 6. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll be vindicated. Okay, well, at least I got my trusty Flame Slash. Maybe I took them off of having a fetch land, because maybe they needed the fetch land with Ren and 6. Or maybe they have a land, but it's not a fetch land. I mean, they got so many fetch lands, though, so I don't know. If they have any land, it's likely to be a fetch land. Which, you know, maybe I just should have stuck with my gut and just not even bothered with attacking the Ren and 6, because you just have another one, or so they always have enough land anyway somehow, always. I feel like this deck gets mana flooded more than, yeah, see what I mean? Like, why even play Ren and 6? Like, maybe people just misplay and assume you actually need it for mana, but clearly not. You know, this is the most frustrating thing about Omnath, which is the fact that you don't even need. What did they even return to their hand? I should have paid more attention. Alrighty. I don't even know, man. This ain't gonna do shit. They clearly have to block it. I'm gonna go face. Problem is, Teferi gets a free bounce, which sucks because it's going to be a massive tempo swing, and who cares about blocking with Eternal Witness? So they've kind of just done Omnath control type things, and but on the plus side, it doesn't look like bringing them down to 4 made much of a difference. So that makes me feel much better. Because I could have played Sokenzan and whatever you call it, but I really just want to get the Obosh down. I gotta go balls to the wall, as they say. Oh, yeah. Of course, they're just gonna bounce the Obosh, probably, or the Fury. Bouncing Fury seems a little more dubious because of the CIP, but they're probably just gonna bounce the Obosh. On the drill. It's brutal losing that Bone Crusher to that Ice Fang Quaddle. Okay. Another Fury. Okay, fair enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about this, folks, but we're doing it. And we have another down to 8. That's how much we should focus on the planeswalkers. I guess if you think about it, they probably would have played differently, but I don't know. Well, you got Flame Slash, but this is the problem I have with Omnath, is that it just it immediately gets insane value because they're just gonna gain some life and then they draw a card. And it's like, dang man, and they gain a lot of mana. And like, unless you have like an instant speed Flame Slash, which there aren't really that many of them, you should play Red Cat melee just for Omnath. I don't know. It just seems kind of dubious. You have enough to put to hand and play Yorion? I don't think so. Imperial Recruiter, what the frick? Why not just play like Seasoned Pyromancer or something? Why play this? Oh, that's why. Okay, fair enough. Gonna go for a more Imperial Recruiting, or are they gonna go for Omnath? They're gonna go for that. Okay, fair enough. I'm probably not gonna crack the Sunbaked because I need all the lands I can. I don't know how much damage I can realistically do. I hit this, they block Fury, take a bunch of damage. I'm just going to try to go for pushing some kind of damage, because I don't even know. It's just, you know, the damage output there with Fury just seemed a little dubious. I don't know how good any of this really amounts to. Please, not a third Omnath, please. Please. I beg of you. Let me win just once. Be a good opponent. Let me win at least once. And of course, this is a different opponent every time, basically. But come on, be a good opposing deck. I won't want to play. I won't want to play you anymore if you just win every time. I'm just kidding. I don't really have much of a choice with the leagues. Felidar Guardian. So much blinking, man. So much blinking. I might just straight up win this if I think they're setting up for a combo kill. Okay, do I just win this? I think I actually do. So I'm not going to be tricky. I'm going to be a tricky dicky. I'm not going to be a tricky dicky. Just going to try to go for it. Hopefully it's enough. Wow, did I actually do it? Wow, first time I actually beat Omnath. I mean, this is kind of copycat Omnath. I'm going to call this Copy-Nath. Copy-Nath control. Copy-Nath Yorion control. So, see, we pulled off the very unlikely upset. But the only reason why, A, was we went balls to the wall, so to speak. We just said, screw you, and we just flung everything at them with Reckless Abandon. Even though we're kind of designed to kind of grind out the opponents, they clearly go over the top for us with the grinding. So since we cannot, believe me, I played enough games to know we don't beat them grinding. It doesn't happen. The only time we steal wins is when we actually go under them. We're not designed to go under them, which is hence why it's a bad matchup. Burn is usually considered to be a better matchup, even though they do gain life. Just, you know, I mean, it just feeds into the fact that like you don't really go over to the top of this deck, so you have to go under them. But like we're not Burn, we're not really designed to go under them. But sometimes we just kind of can if things line up right. And well, you know, I don't think I need to belabor the point much longer. The other thing that definitely helped there was having Flame Slash. There was no way. There's no way we pulled that off without Flame Slash. This is definitely one of the matchups where Flame Slash is pulls a lot of weight, no doubt about it. Yeah, it's freaking speculative as heck, but whatever, whatevs. You know, whenever you say whatevs, I think we just get insta punished. But see, I just have to go, you know what, to the wall, and cause la la, and you know, like maybe I start pillaging on turn 2, and it's unlikely this is gonna get bolted or prismatic ending or Renin 6 or something. But you know, at least I could say I tried. Give me a participation trophy. Wow, that's some intense shit right there, man. Holy moly. Let me blow this thing. Man. They really must have a terrible red matchup, even though I thought they actually... Well, you know what? Screw this. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve just sitting around waiting to die to Core Firewalker. But I'm still just running it back. I'm not playing Kozilek's turn. I just think the card dirtles too much in every other matchup, so whatevs. Let's see here. I'm just gonna chalk that up to losing the Mana Screw. And maybe we juke him with Blood Moon. I doubt it. Let's see. Hopefully they keep a hand that's relying on Core Firewalker, and hopefully somehow the Blood Moon prevents them from getting Core Firewalker mana. I'm not holding my breath. I shouldn't hold my breath. I might be holding my breath a little bit. It's not healthy. Don't do it. I don't recommend it. But you know, aside from, I wouldn't recommend holding your breath. I might be holding my breath a little bit. Nah, they're gonna prismatic ending me. I'm prismatic ending me, bro. Hopefully they play what's it called? Okay, they're playing this. Unless they did 2 for them, 2 for 1 themselves for that. Should I Ragadash? I don't think so. I'm just gonna do this here. It plays around like a prismatic ending, but it's just way better if, I don't know. They're kind of juiced up for Blood Moon. Kind of juicy mooned. Maybe they're juicy mooned. I don't know if using Spikefield is where it's at, but right, let's see if this sticks. Do they get juicy mooned? They might have got juicy mooned. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna do this. I just can't help myself here. I just see I see an insane value engine, and I just don't want it to do its thing. I don't know. Let me see, they got something. So, you know. Well, let's just play this. I mean, this is quite the beat stick. Then we'll play Season Pyromancer. That's the plan, at least. Let's see here. Cycled that. It's just have so many lands. Like, what the frick? Let's just do this. Yeah, maybe I'll bolt on a turn. Hopefully they don't play Fairy. I don't know. Again, why play Renin 6? Why play Renin 6 if you just have unlimited lands either way? Like, what's the point? It's making a blood boil. Like, see what I mean? Like, why? They literally just play Renin 6 just to divert our attention. Think it's whatever. I'm not gonna get. You know, and maybe we actually somehow rush him again. I mean, don't ask me how we might actually rush him, but I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but it's kind of looking like maybe we rush him. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I don't know. I don't make the rules here. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. That's unfortunate. It doesn't go face. I wish it did. But I don't know, man. Do we actually pull it off? I mean, Fury might be able to. I don't know. Maybe Fury doesn't even do it. Somehow we did it, man. Like Blood Moon, like almost never gets them, but it did somehow there. It's frustrating. We're Renin 6. They just play this just to distract us. It's just a giant decoy. I mean, but why get frustrated? I won, but it's just like, why? I misplayed. And it's like, why did they play this if it's just a decoy? I don't know. Well, match. match 4. I mean, I'll keep. This is the type of hand that you would think kind of fits in the Obosh mold. Hopefully it's not an MHayashi deck that doesn't play Yorion. Although if it does, I think not having Yorion will improve our chances somewhat. Although I did lose to one of these like essentially the same thing as the MHayashi control decks that play Yorion, just 60 cards and without Yorion. And if anything, it might even be better because, and that makes me discouraged a little bit. But maybe they just got lucky, but it didn't feel like. But like, you know, I'm hoping if they ban Yorion, then that deck takes a serious nerf. But I don't know if it will, because the thing about Yorion, I feel like, is like it just kind of makes the game completely feel reachable. But at the same time, like you know, a lot of times we don't really pull ahead in the grinding department, even you know, notwithstanding the Yorion. Okay, do we just, yeah, in order to preserve our turn 3 moon, let's just do this. So let's see. I don't even know if turn 3 moon's good or not, but try to see if that's a good thing. I got a bad feeling that this is Rhinos, but you know, I don't know. It's a glimpse deck. I don't know what I can do about that. So I guess I'll just do the only thing I know how to do. Just throw Blood Moon out there. But of course they're gonna crack exactly the way they need to crack. It's pretty much giving them the mana they need. I don't know why they crack Receding Rainforest, but I guess they do. I could have just put Obosh to hand. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's better. I really don't know. It's just like stuff like that land Kalani Garden at least doesn't make a token. I don't know, let's see. Okay, don't you feel cool? You feel like you're okay, they didn't cast it. I find that a little surprising. Maybe they're trying to set up for better days in the future. I guess we'll just play a Fury then. I don't even know if there's a point to playing Blood Moon, but it could help if they actually landed MHayashi, for example, because then they can't get extra mana with it, I guess. Okay, Talos Provisioner. Okay. Hopefully if they have to spin the wheel, they can't spin it real good. I don't know, we'll see. Alrighty. Brazen Borrower. Oh, so can. Okay. Okay, cool story. Cool story. Cool story. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna play Fury. This could be better targets, but this just produces massive pressure too. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Might not have been the best move, but let's see. I guess they have to spin it now. See what they got. They just play there. Yeah, gotta outburst. Hate it when you're playing a game of Magic and then out of nowhere your opponent just has like a violent outburst, just bam, right in your face. You know, you're just playing a game of Magic and then boom, there's a violent outburst. It's like that's how it feels sometimes. Where it's like what did I do to deserve this? Why are you having a violent outburst on my face? Like why? You know, I didn't deserve this. I didn't ask for this. I don't know. Maybe the joke's not landing. But I don't know. I mean, you know, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So this is a blah 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 blah. It's kind of ephemerate effect or something. I don't know. Come on, what is this? Okay. Are we actually doing the deed? Oh my god, did we actually? Man, if we beat all our bad matchups, man, then like maybe we are in trophy territory. But make no mistake, this is a bad matchup. This is a bad matchup because they seem to have. I mostly I screw them out with Blood Moon, but like I think everybody's improved their mana base since like a long time ago. A long time ago, I think they just didn't give a shit about their mana base, and Blood Moon just got them. But I think they've been a lot more. They've liked not losing to Blood Moon a lot more since then. Okay, so let's think about this logically for a second. Lightning Bolt can be great for closing out the game. On the other hand, Flame Slash is way better if they land Omnath, but I'm just gonna assume that if Omnaths are coming out, then probably it's too late anyway. Maybe that's not the correct assumption to be making, but let's see. Let's see. Well, this hand is just way too clunk. Look at the definition of clunk. It's basically. Man, this hand is clunk too, man. Shoo. Alright, I don't know. And this hand is clunk too, but it's at a certain point, just gotta embrace the clunk. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Basically, I was hoping for Ragavan, actually. Don't judge me. That's totally what was going on. Hopefully I don't get punished somehow for holding up Spikefield. I just feel like you never know. No, I'm definitely Spikefielding one of these because it makes the wheel spinning a little less spinny. March of Reckless Joy, March of Reckless Joy. What does this even do here? I'm just not going to play it, and this could be a big mistake, but I just kind of like both of these cards. I'm just going to try to pillage whatever they play, but they might still be in wheel spinning territory, so they're not going to just blow the Misty Rainforest, so I don't know. But I feel like I have to pillage. No, maybe not. Do I cycle this? That is the question. The answer is yes. Hopefully I get a Stomp or another Spikefield. Okay, I got Stomp, I guess. If they crack, I'll respond by stomping, because I don't want them to Violent Outburst. I want them to have a... Yeah, I don't want them to have the most violent of outbursts. Right in the middle of the game, right when I'm trying to enjoy a game of Magic, I don't want them to have one of their violent outbursts where, you know, it just ruins everything. Alright. Okay. Well, at least it only gets like green and I don't know. So, you know, I could play Seasoned Pyromancer, but like, let's just get this thing while I can. I'll wait till next turn to play Seasoned Pyromancer. I don't know what this is really accomplishing, if anything. I'm probably just gonna, yeah, they're gonna have one of their patented Violent Outbursts, so that they can sack this in response. And I don't blame them, but I don't know. Spinning the wheel for 4 cards, we could have done worse for us, but they're gonna get exactly what they need. Trust me. Been there, done that. They didn't last time, but that was just lucky. Yeah, see, Primeval Titan. Just a good old day in the neighborhood. And what happened? They got another island. How does this work here? I guess they might have got the same island. Yep. This is kind of the way I'm used to losing to this deck. It feels like home. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Get Kalani Garden, I guess. I think I have more Cascaders. Shinka. Okay. be patient. I don't think patience gets us anywhere. Just gonna take the L here. Just gonna have to take the L. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Isn't the Primal Titan or something even worse? Sundering Titan, Eugen, Spirit Dragon. Okay, I guess that is what it is. Well, I mean, it's funny that they do that before. I mean, because Primal Titan's kind of nasty. Ooh, that is nasty. That is nasty. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to see them combo off. This just might be the combo right here because of Chancellor, but they're obviously gonna like use the Dark Dwellers to get the glimpse back and whatever, yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, let's hopefully get Ragavan and some punishing things. Alright, well, here we are, folks. The only type of hand that has the potential to do anything in this matchup, in my humble bumble opinion. If they have like a Wooded Foothills, then we're screwed, because if they get Forest, then they can just Violent Outburst. They can have one of their patented Violent Outbursts without even, I mean, even if they just tank a Blood Moon. I might want to play Magus just for the extra, you know, what do you call it, clock, but it exposes us to getting Furied really hard. So maybe not. I don't know if they play Force Negation or not. Yeah, I just don't want to lose so hard to Fury, it's not even funny. Yeah, I don't know, though. I guess if they lose at exactly 2 life, we know what it was. Because I'm definitely playing Magus next turn. We gotta hope we screwed him out somehow. We gotta hope that this just juked him. That's a good start. It's a good start. At least if we play Magus, we force them to have both Force of Vigor and Fury. This is something they absolutely can't have. Let's not kid ourselves here. Let's not kid ourselves, but still. Yeah, I'm not going to be like the opponent and have a Violent Outburst. I'd like to think I'm better than that. I try to keep myself above the fray, you know. But anyway, that's what it is. Did we juke him? Did we actually juke him? Nope, we did not juke him. But no, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This is not good. Maybe I should have played this before attacking, but I don't know. The 3 chances to spin into something absolutely atrocious for us. I'm gonna play this just because it puts on a lot of pressure, and you know, Seasoned Pyromancer. I don't know. Oh, they got everything they need. We thought we juked them, but we did not. We thought we juked them, but we did not. Yeah, they're going to go for Fury in this. But maybe Magus lives another day, although it doesn't look like Magus even really needs to do anything anymore. Well, at least they didn't. You would think if they had Violent Outburst, they would have done that with Fury on the stack, but What do I know? They probably have Charlotte's Agent, I guess, or this. They could have that. They could have, Fate Shift or whatever it is. See, note that they did have Fury, so I let on Blood Moon. I guess we'll do this first. Da 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 da. Please don't force a vigor in my combat. It makes me feel dumb for not playing Season Permanence earlier, but that's what it is. Alrighty. We'll play Sunbaked Canyon next turn, I guess. Let's see what we do here. It's just we've got a lot of clues to work with. Need a pillage really bad, didn't get it, so I guess they deserve it. They got it. Congrats, bud. You got a ton of stuff to work with here. Goblin Dark Dwellers. Oh, Charlotte's Agent just tapped out. I mean, maybe we get super lucky. Nope. Yeah, the Goblin Dark Dwellers. That's one of the big problems here. And let's Provisioner. Yeah, and now they just go really nuts. So now they go Glimpse again. And then Kasploosh. You know, it just gets so mind-boggling lucky, it's not even funny. If they don't have another Violent Outburst or something in their hand, we might have actually got about as lucky as we can expect to get in these situations, which I'm not holding my breath, but I mean, what are the odds they don't have another, I don't know. Just gotta hope they don't have another Charlotte's Agent or another Violent Outburst. If they don't, this was about as lucky. Ah, they got it. Of course, why not? That alone is, maybe Primeval Titan. Primeval, oh yeah. The Primeval. Gotta love it. I'm getting like a Karoo land and the whatever you call it land. Okay, or just Colony Garden. I guess that works too. They have a ton of treasure tokens, man. They might as well just start getting some food tokens, just in case, right? Yeah. Get on board with that, I guess. I can snag a Fury, I guess. This is just kind of sad here, to be honest. It's kind of sad. This is kind of sad. This is kind of really sad. I wished for better things. What can you do? I wished for better things. Alrighty. So blocking Primeval 10 doesn't really do much. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, so 6, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, we just die if we don't block Fury. I hope And I don't know if they just happened to draw those basics, or if they were just sandbagging them until later. But either way, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I guess I'll just block another one, because what the heck. Oh my god, what the frick. Okie dokie, match 5, let's alrighty. Well, if it's Tron, at least we can play Blood Moon on the play, although we kind of need Ragavan to really stick it to Tron, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh yes. Let's see. Yes, it's Grixis Death Shadow, thank you. Grixis Death Shadow is a lot more interesting, in my opinion, to play against than Tron. And it's also a better matchup. Not that Tron's a bad matchup, but Tron might be slightly unfavorable. I don't know. I mean, we have Blood Moon main, but and if we don't have Ragavan, then we're just kind of too slow. If we do have Ragavan, we can definitely make stuff happen, but it's just the thing about Tron is you kind of need Ragavan, and you need some kind of Blood Moon, Magus of the Moon, or Pillage type effect, or ideally some combination thereof. Which, you know, that we do pack a lot of that nonsense, but the fact that you kind of need a combination of these cards to do your thing is definitely a little bit, you know, it's a little bit whatever. A little bit whatever. So if they discard again, I can just march and discard the Blood Moon, and there's nothing for them to discard. So I guess there's that. And I guess that's exactly what we do. March and Blood Moon, both gone. Alrighty. And the problem is, though, is that I think we want to play Blast Zone. Do we even want Season Pyromancer? Who am I kidding? Of course we do. Alright. First we have to discard a land. We don't get full value out of this one, but still. We dug deeper. We dug deeper. It was a thing. We dug into the deep depths, and Blast Zone is a very nice utility land to have, and they seem to have missed their second land drop, although probably they'll still get it this turn, but maybe not. If not, they might just scoop, so we'll see. Okay. Okay, interesting stuff. Hopefully they don't have a Spell Pierce. Even if they do, I don't think that's the end of the world. Maybe it kind of is. Let's just do this. It's just so much better for us if they don't have Spell Pierce. They don't get to filter the next draw. We get to hold up for Ragavan, and hopefully if they don't have another blue source, we actually get to tag it. There's a lot of advantages here. Coca-Cola. This is not sponsored by Coca-Cola. Life tastes good. Coca-Cola. That's some good advertising when you just feel like humming the advertising song. Okay. Well, they felt it. They felt it in their bone. Felt it in their bone. You know what? How cheeky do we want to be, huh? How cheeky do we want to be? I'm going to be pretty cheeky. So here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to just discard everything. And we're just going to go boom. I guess we should probably wait. We can strike through for some damage though if we go now. Yeah, let's just do this now. I'll keep one back for a dashing Raga. They have another. They have another Death Shadow. That's what it is. Still got a clean 2 for one when we could. Okay. Okay, so do have another Death Shadow. It's not too bad. Not by itself, it isn't. Okay. Alrighty. No, don't make me discard, bro. There were things I wanted to do in my life. Okay. That's not too bad. So just a good card though. Should probably turbocharge them out of their you know, yeah, see what I mean? Da 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 da. No. Okay, well that's better than a discard spell, I think. I could be wrong. We do have more blast zones, let's not forget. We do have more blast zones. Okay. Should I get another token? I'm kind of thinking yes. I think this is probably worth more as a token. Okay. It's possible that was not true, but... So they can get these both to 9/9s. Yep, that was definitely not true. I really want these sitting around in my hand though. So if they go down to, if they put these both to 9/9s, then they go down to 4. It's not actually the end of the world if you think about it. As much as I'd like to think that that's too low for them, it's not really too low. Let's keep putting pressure on the board. It would have been better for me to put Fury on the board, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we draw another Blast Zone, that'd be pretty nice. Okay, and then they're going to play drawing the lock. Gotcha. Because obviously I didn't have enough cards in the graveyard. Okay, so just going for it. Yeah, being a little conservative with their life total, I can respect that. Yeah, alrighty. See one more Blast Zone, I think I'll be in pretty good shape. I mean, they got 3 Death Shadows. I can draw one more Blast Zone, right? Both 38 cards deep, so just as much chance drawing that as them. So I don't know. La 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 la. La 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 la. This might be a win. I'm not sure. Let's see. I think it is. And they can say we got lucky, but the reality is kind of unlucky that we didn't draw another blast zone. Would have just gone book. But you know, it's what it is. Did I miscalculate? No. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Definitely get the Lantern of Loss in here. At the end of the day, even though Ragavan won that for us, like the reality is most of the time we don't win or we don't live by the sword, we don't die by the sword with Ragavan. And you know, Pillage could be good, but let's just keep Flame Slash in there. Just could be good for dealing with a Dragon Race Channeler if nothing else. It's pretty good stuff. And max out on the Grave Hate. Just make sure we don't get juked by Croxa, so yeah, not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, not sure what to say. It's not bad. Let's see. So, taking a while to make the first move, to make their selection now. Check it out now. Third strike, y'all. Check it out now. Grixis, Death's Shadow. This, in theory, is where having 8 relics should, this and Temur Living End, I think, is where the 8 relics should especially shine. La, la, la. Okay, well, good thing we got the Lightning Bolt. Now, it's the slight worry about, yeah, let's just use this now for sorcery speed, because if they've got Dashing Ragas, then suddenly sorcery speed just isn't as relevant. Plus, I can play Relic next turn, hold up Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I think that just was the best move. Well, they might play what's it called? They didn't. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm just gonna hold this up because the last thing I want to do is have one of these eat a Kolaghan's command and me not get some value from it. Well, I shouldn't say that's the last thing. I may also just want to cycle it. Just to cycle it. No strings attached. But I guess we'll see. I probably won't cycle it, but it is an option. It is something to consider. So if they go for, okay. La 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 la. I feel okay about this so far. I really do. Scared of that. Alrighty. They can't return that to their hand with Kolaghan's command. So it could be good stuff. Guess we'll see. I don't want to tap out. I guess I'll I guess I'll end a turn. I will try to Lightning Bolt, and yes, they can Kolaghan's Command me, but see, if they Lightning Bolt themselves, maybe Flame Slash gets them on the other end. We shall see. Dress down, I guess that's fine. Okay. It wouldn't have worked actually if, but you know. Let's go this here. Should I Bone Crush? Yeah, let's just do this. And this should work because by the time Dress Down resolves, it's gonna go to the graveyard. Alright. And this is also good in case they have well, I guess they can't have Murktide Region if they got Gigantha, I guess. So, you know, we'll see. Alright, I guess I do have to start cracking these because they're on to us. I need to, you know, we'll see here. La la. La 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 la. I'm gonna do this in case they've got Dress Down. Get them to turn here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, buddy. They realize. I mean, they should realize because last turn it didn't work. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay, Gigant to the hand. It's understandable. Yeah, I guess I'll just do this. Just discard this and this. Let's put a counter spell or something. Burn Lock ain't gonna do it. I'm doing something. Dress Down? Yeah, Dress Down, I can dig it. I can dig it. I think I'm gonna play this, yeah. Just because I really want to set up for Stomp into Season Pyromancer next turn, probably. I would imagine. They actually are doing not a bad job keeping parity on card advantage, I must say. All right, fair enough. See, this is actually more threatening than Luris. So just, you know, consider that, I guess. Alrighty, well, that being said, let's just get the good old Stomperoozy out here. Let's get the good old CZ Pyro out here. Yep. Alright, that could be good to keep in mind, but for now I think we'll just, you know, keep it as is. It's fine. It's what it is. Let's not get too carried away here. I'll probably just tank the Gigantha, to be honest, if they attack. I find this a little odd, but I will probably just tank it because I don't want two Season Prime matches in the graveyard at the same time if I have to crack the Relic. I definitely should have used Relic on something. Alright, let's see what happens here. I guess I still end up with 2 of these in my graveyard at the same time, contrary to what I wanted. It is what it is. At least I get like a gazillion tokens. Alrighty. Alrighty. Another Death Shadow, Cruxa. Well, let's definitely do this. I'll probably just discard the Flame Slash. I don't see this doing anything anytime soon. Although that could be our best way to actually deal with the Giganta at all. So I don't see how they instantly put a card in the graveyard unless I'm missing something. Okay. Alrighty. I could have sacked Sunbaked Canyon, but I think if this resolves, I think I'm in good enough shape. It'll be okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone after the graveyard, I don't know. I think they're thinking about drawing the lock, which is fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I think that's good enough. I definitely want to tank the Giganta if possible. It's not going to be the end of the world if I can't. But I think I'm in pretty good shape here. I can't play more. Whatever you call them. Okay, Death Shadow. That's a good one. I can't use my Unfortunately, I can't actually finish this off. I need this to block Giganta, unfortunately. If they have a Lightning Bolt, then I might just be out of luck here. Alright, now I guess I'll just play around Inquisition, but... this could be a bad sign. We shall see. Yeah, maybe having to get rid of those tokens actually was quite more fatal than it seems at first glance. I'll take if they got what's it called, then good luck. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I can't fool around. Alright. I'll play Fury and something. You know what, I can play Fury and something. Colligon's Command, okay. I wish I could play this after playing Obosh or something, but it is what it is. This could go to a 9/9 pretty easily. You know, I could have forced a block with the Giganta, now that I think about it, but I don't know. I could have, yeah, maybe I could have, and maybe I should have forced a block with the Giganta. Not sure. Considering that Death Shadow's a one-shot, though, maybe Okay. I guess I can play Obosh this turn. Unless they have Terminate or something. This could be good for me, maybe. Let's see here. If I put Obosh to hand and play it, you know, I guess I can be conservative and just attack with Fury and see what happens. Because the problem is if I attack full force, they terminate the Obosh, they block, and then I'm dead. Block both Furies, and then the counter swing. So we'll see. Let's see here. That's why I'm thinking to just be a little conservative side. Don't want to lose to terminate. I just don't. All right, we'll see. If they still terminate, I'm still in bad shape, but at least I don't insta-lose. I think they got a block with Death Shadow, right? Yeah. Okay, well, alright. That has got to be a good shine. Maybe I should have just gone all out. But no, I mean, I think that might as well have been a win. It's just a little extra safety precaution in case I terminate. So we'll see. Okie dokie. Yeah, Grixis Death Shadow, our bread and butter. Always nice. Always nice. If we just have 5 matches of that, I think we can get another trophy. And I'll take it. I'll take this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Okay, post league wrap up. So yeah, I'm not sure what much to say. I'm glad we could finish it off on a positive note and get a respectable 4-1. Would have been nice if we could have trophied it. It kind of felt like I was almost on the road to trophying. If our Glimpse opponent didn't rip like, you know, basic island and a basic forest, or I don't know if they had those in their hand or they were slow rolling them, but either way, you know, if they didn't have those cards, we were very close to juking them with turn 2 Blood Moon, but you know, it wasn't meant to be. We can juke Temur Glimpse. We've done that before, but yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. I mean, other than that, I mean, Temur Living End, 8 relics definitely shine there. I don't really know what else to say. Could be a good argument for, yeah, in that deck. What else? Is it? No, sorry. Not is it, but Jun Saga-Van. Yeah, I mean 8 relics. I don't even know if we brought them all in, to be honest. I can't remember, but 8 relics could shine there if we got nothing better to do. Definitely not bad. Copy-Nath Yorion control. We got some good luck there. That's why I was hoping we might trophy, because if we're beating our bad matchups, sometimes that's a good sign. That is our day, you know. Temur Glimpse, you know, we already went over that. It is what it is. Glimpse, Grixis Death Shadow. Yeah, that's just our kind of bread and butter, and I think 8 relics make that even harder for them to juke a win out of us. I think that's the situation where they have to juke us. You know, I think you know, basically I use the term juke to mean if you like steal a win against what's otherwise a bad matchup. And I think juke potential is kind of an important factor to like having a very solid deck, because you are never going to actually hit all your good matchups all day long, period. So you need an ability to juke some wins against some bad matchups, and that's one of the reasons I like these Obosh decks. Is there is no card that jukes just quite like Blood Moon. No card jukes quite as broadly and quite as hardly as Blood Moon. But anyway, I don't know if this is much more to say. Just I hope I demonstrated that the 8 relics. Well, I do think Flame Slash in the main and relics in the side, which I did kind of allude to in the What Am I Playing Now video, is probably the way to go if you want to build a build like this. But I think there is definitely some merit to having access to all 8, you know, relic type effects, since we can play with 8 relics now because the Lantern of the Lost, I think, you know, this league hopefully showed that there still is some merit to doing that. I mean, the meta still has a lot of graveyard elements, and maxing out on these is no joke. You know, I mean, we're already maxing out on mood effects. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just hope you all enjoy it. I think you know, I think we can definitely trophy with this deck, and maybe next time it will be a trophy. You know, the Chandra version still might be a little better because Chandra is just quite a nutso card. That is also like another potential win condition, but I don't know. There's, like I said, there is something to be said about having access to all 8 relics, and moving Flame Slash to the main. I mean, Flame Slash is, as I hope I also demonstrated, is a totally main deckable card anyway, so it's not like we really lose out much. Like if we look at the Dress to Kill version, if we just swap Chandra and Flame Slash from the main deck and Cyber, it's virtually the same deck as the 8 relic deck anyway. It's mostly having access, opening up slots for the lanterns. But anyway, either way, hope you all enjoyed, and until next time. Glad that I got a pretty good result, and hopefully gameplay that was worth watching. I just happened to do this, and hopefully it was a good one. All right, take care.